What's up guys, welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk to you guys about the 90s and how it was a very peaceful era, at least for us in North America, but it was very heavy on the seed planting. I grew up watching a lot of 90s cartoons, and I even want to just point out just the patterns I'm seeing. So I'm going to talk to you today mostly about X-Men and how this TV show television program for kids was pretty much brainwashing us about the evolution of man. The same lie that Satan told Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, that man can transcend to a higher state of being. And all these cartoons about superheroes and such is the same thing about man acquiring power and becoming more powerful through means of technology or evolving. The symbol X, maybe you'll start seeing it now after I mention it, but the X is actually the symbol, another symbol for Satan. So X means, it stands for the devil, and X-Men was mostly about promoting that man can at a genetic level transcend to some higher powerful beings with power. Even if we look at the characters, let's just open one of these things here. I really like the song, but we're just gonna analyze this video here. So yeah, we got Cyclops here, he's giving us the one-eyed symbolism. We got Wolverine, he's doing the X with his claws here, and whoa, it's going so fast, but I'm just gonna actually maybe mute this while I talk about it. Okay, so Wolverine, he represents kind of like a brutish, how should I, a feral man. Now, the number of the beast number is 666, and that is the number of the beast. And Satan, he wants us not to be Christ-like, but to become more animal-like, to act like animals, to not be able to control our emotion, to use anger more, when God said, "For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God." There's symbolism here and even the word, let's look up the word rogue. The number one definition is a dishonest or unprincipled person. Interesting to be called a rogue. We got Storm, she's got the lightning symbol. The lightning symbol is symbolizing Satan. A lot of these shows and movies, they have to flash the same symbols because there's an unwritten rule that Satan has to actually tell us the truth. He has to show us some kind of sign that Christians can actually do. And then we got Beast, of course. Of course, they're gonna have a Beast character. Then we got Gambit here, who's like a gambler, right? And we got the psychic abilities characters like Professor Xavier, Professor X. Again, this has always been about promoting evolution. And if you guys ever watch any of Dr. Kent Hovind's older seminars, I recommend you watch the Age of the Earth seminar, where he pretty much lays it out on the line that there is not even a shred of evidence to back up evolution. Fossils can't be used for proof of evolution, and they literally have no evidence. There's no evidence of any type. We don't like to say species, we just like to, that's just another fancy word for kinds, and we've never seen any kind of animal turn into another kind. Yeah, there have been wolves that have been domesticated to domesticated dogs, but they're still a type of dog. You'll never get a dog turning into a cat, or you'll never get an insect turning into a fish or a lizard. It's all the same patterns. The lightning symbol can be seen in multiple child's programming, like Pokemon. Pokemon was completely heavy on evolution because all the Pokemon that you captured in the video games and in the TV show, they could evolve to a higher, more powerful kind of creature. Pikachu was the symbol for light, and I'm even gonna throw in Power Rangers because Power Rangers is showing the symbol right there, and it kind of talks about the space. It promotes the space lie, outer space, and it promotes higher beings, like the guy that they was giving them orders. I can't remember who he was. What's his name? Power Rangers original characters. Zordon. Who's Zordon? Power Rangers. Who? He was like the leader, right? Who was Zordon? He's a fictional character. Zordon is a fictional character from the Power Rangers who serves as the Rangers' mentor. Yeah, but what is he though? Let's see the Wikipedia for this. Look, 10,000 years ago, Zordon clashes with his nemesis, Rita Repulsa, on Earth, and she's that like sorcerer. She's in the intro, you can see her. This show, it lies about the age of the Earth. It lies about, I guess there's some kind of higher beings, right? Anyway, regardless, if he was alive 10,000 years ago, he's some kind of higher being, right? Promotes space exploration or outer space lie. all alien life, higher beings. It's the same thing. This, you have to remember that Satan, he works so subtly. He's not going to say, hey children, let's all do satanic rituals and blood sacrifices and let's start drawing pentagrams. He's not going to blatantly do that. He's going to do it subtly. And I'm not saying that if you watch this stuff or like it that you're going to go to hell, but I'm just pointing out how they try to influence the minds of the youth. And watching all these shows, it obviously makes the youth start. It will obviously plant doubt in the minds of any youth who is going to hear the Christian truth. They're going to just scoff at it after watching all this media. And then what I found was very interesting was about Yu-Gi-Oh, which I made a video. Actually, it's actually getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of likes on it. The video I made about Yu-Gi-Oh being satanic to the core. We can see that they put their symbol right there in our face and we didn't even see it. Yugi's hair is the lightning symbol. And actually, one of his most powerful cards, Summon Skull, uses lightning attack. And even Blue Eyes White Dragon, his attack is white lightning. His main creature, Dark Magician, is a dark sorcerer. I mean, I don't even need to say much about that. Anything about magic, anything about sorcery and conjuring and all this stuff is against God's wishes. It's something that we shouldn't expose our children to. And there's one thing I want to mention about these occultic cartoons and how one martial artist on YouTube, I'm not going to say their name, but I subscribe to them because they teach some pretty legit karate. But this martial arts teacher, this black belt, actually mentioned on their channel how they watched when they were growing up He-Man, Masters of the Universe. That show is highly occultic. It's got the skull symbolism. It's full of magic, and even the title, Masters of the Universe, and it's claiming that He-Man, once he gets the sword and activates it, he's the most powerful man in the universe. First of all, we're living in a realm, so there's not a universe with multiple planets, alternate planets and stuff we can go explore. We're in an enclosed system, in an enclosed realm, Middle Earth, so to speak. It's just us here. I mean, there are demons, there are spiritual fallen beings, but what he said was very interesting. He said that when he was a child, he watched this show a lot, and he said that he had a strong obsession with the sorceress character, He-Man's ally. And what he said was very interesting. He said that he actually transgendered himself. So he's actually wanting to refer to himself as a she. This martial artist said that because he watched this show, it actually made him want to transgender himself, and that he felt like even though it was a female, that the sorcerer was highly respected amongst the He-Man team and could actually hold her ground and fight other enemies and seem like equal to He-Man. And blatantly he said that that's the reason why he wanted to transgender himself. It just goes to show you how powerful these occultic media, video games, movies and television programs and comics have such strong spell casting on the minds of the youth. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you and your family.